I feel it now.
Alright, hello and welcome to the MatchDayVlogs YouTube channel. As always, please remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe, because it really does make a difference to the channel. We're here this afternoon to watch Southampton FC versus Everton Football Club here at the mighty St Mary's Stadium. And we've just been blown away by what appears to be the most epic team lineup we've had this season. Give you a slight picture, of course you're going to know what's on there. I'll stick it on the screen so you can have a look. But Coletta Card's in there, Larios is starting, Maitland-Niles appears to be in that number 6 holding midfield role, and Joe Aribo is starting along with Mara up top as well. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. Do you worry though with the Bella Kopchat and Salasu partnership being broken up might cause a few issues?
I mean, that's the only downside to this thing that you see is like, oh, Salasu's not on the pitch, but at the same time, you know, Katlakar was a good signing this summer, and he's a well-rated player, especially by Ralph. So to see him go in there means he's definitely done something to earn his way in there. And you know, I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see a home debut. There's a few home debuts tonight, but you know, we were saying in the preview that we wanted to risk it a little bit this game and go for it, and he's kind of gone for it. It's almost like he's listened to what we were saying, and now it's kind of our heads on the chopping block, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we called it, and it's been put out in front of us. I mean, I was impressed what I saw with Larios up at Villa Park. I mean, that was an abysmal game to judge anyone on, but there were glimmers of some decent stuff there, and to see, you know, Mara getting a start up top. I mean, he's clearly a creative striker, so I'm kind of can see that. Looking over our opposition side, Pickford starting, mixed emotions on that. I mean, I'm not sure whether that's a particularly massive blow for us, but also Alex Iwobi is in the starting lineup. But I think is it Coleman in that sort of left back, right back position? I can't remember which. So coming in there, but you know, fairly strong looking side today.
They're, even just looking at them training, they're a fairly robust side. They're quite big boys, so you know that does worry me a little bit. Like, you know, we saw the newer guys, the younger guys look like they need to hit the weight room a little bit. They're very speedy and they've got a lot of power going forward, but they don't. You know, a lot of them got bodied themselves really against Villa. Larios in particular was sort of like, you know, got shoved about a little bit. And looking at this team, you're a bit like, oh my god, they could be shoved about a bit today.
The big fellas.
So that is a worry, but I'm just more excited that we're going for it already from the get-go. It's like we're going to be going for this.
Yeah, and I think that's what we need to do. I mean, we've been frustrated the last 2 games where we've just basically seen nothing, and I'm just really pleased. I mean, no disrespect to Ibrahima Diallo, but I just think in the middle of the park we really needed to mix it up, so I'm pleased to see that's been done there. You still going for your 3-0?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm even more confident in my 3-0 looking at this squad. If there's going to be goals, it's going to be this sort of lineup and this sort of squad, so I'm feeling good about it. Well, I'm not feeling good about it, but you know, relative.
I hope you're right. So Jad's going for 3-0. I'm going for 1-0. We just watched Arsenal completely destroy Tottenham in the London derby. I mean, Arsenal are a pretty scary side at the moment. I'm a little bit worried about we're going to be facing them in a few weeks here at St Mary's Stadium. But I mean, both of those sides are looking much, much better. But it was definitely a fun game to watch, wasn't it?
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, it's one of the best 12 o'clock kickoffs probably the half-time kickoffs this season so far. Like I said, I was really gutted they didn't play it tomorrow because it was a game that I would have really liked to have sat down and watched it properly. Obviously, he was on the go with it. But Arsenal were a scary squad. Was it 22 passes for that first goal? No matter how good you are defensively, like we've been this season, that's a scary 4.
Scary though indeed. Anyway, our attention's back on the game here. It's Southampton versus Everton. The famous words as always. Let's do this!
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute at the end of the first half.
It's called half-time now. It's dreadful.
The whole half has been bad counter-attack, bad
It is currently Southampton 0, Everton 0. It's another scrappy half of football, plenty of wayward passes, a very, very soft yellow card for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, although I don't think there's strictly a holding midfield role being played by Southampton. But all in all, again, quite disappointing. I guess the only glimmer of light being Larios on this left-hand side there.
I think Larios has had a good first half. I think he's just dealt with the bigger players very well, and his movement on the wing's good. I think Aribo and Stu have had some good moments. I think it's taken about 35 minutes for us to find a shape. I mean, you're right, that Neymar wasn't really playing that holding midfielder role maybe till towards the end of that first half. So good chances towards the end of the first half. I thought you started to see a bit more, but it has taken a while. I think Everton have just got us pinned down a little bit. Hopefully they just get tired second half.
I mean, I think had it not been for Everton's lack of quality up front, we'd probably be at least 1-0 down. I mean, they've had some clear-cut chances to put it away. I mean, we had a chance there towards the end of the half, a couple of chances that perhaps if Stuart Armstrong got a bit more on it, we'd be stitched to go. But it's scrappy. If I'm honest, it's not Premier League quality from either side. I mean, all these wayward passes, all these kind of scrappy long balls. It's
counter-attack, bad pass, counter-attack, bad cross, counter-attack. It's just not good from either one, really. But I'm hoping somebody comes out second half and just breaks it a little. The amount that Ralph was kicking and screaming, he's obviously got some words for them during half-time. Yeah. Just hope it's strong second. Come out strong.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think the other issue I can sort of see is maybe Jaribo looks like the sort of player that needs a team to be built around him. Yeah. Because he's sort of been running over into positions and sort of tripping over each other, getting the ball back, but effectively stood on James Ward-Prowse's toes in doing so. But anyway, we shall see. The less said about that first half, the better, so I won't go on anymore. Anyway, second half coming up. There we go, we're at the stoppage time here at St Mary's Stadium. It's currently Southampton 1, Everton 2. I have to say, when we scored our goal, I was thinking, oh great, we scored a goal that in a game we don't deserve to win, but we might just grind out a win, and then within 30 seconds we concede 2 goals. Absolute madness. And now, I'm sat here thinking, we really deserve a point from the last 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, you're right. First half, nothing at all. First half of this half, it's annoying that it took us to go a goal down to finally get up and do something. But, you know, I still think we're missing something here. If we get a point now, it'll be very, very cheeky of us. Very cheeky.
Not deserved? I reckon it's deserved.
Maybe at a push. You always deserve a point, don't you, at the end of the day? But
I just don't think Everton have done enough in this game to deserve all 3 points. I mean, yeah, they scored 2 goals without stating the obvious, but in terms of the last 30 minutes, it's been all us. But Everton are doing a good job of absorbing the pressure. The thing is, you say about Ralph's job, like, from what we saw in the first half, that was shocking.
yeah, it was shocking.
It was shocking. But
And it takes too long. It takes too long for those changes to come in, you know. That's Ruben Sellers, and it feels like that's the rest of the squad that's doing that. You know, Ralph's hand on his hip, he doesn't look great. I know he was even questioned in the preview for this about his job security. It's getting harder to defend it. Harder and harder.
and effectively we got Man City away next week. This was a game we bare minimum a point. Bare minimum. Oh, nice! It's a foul. It's literally a foul. Will Krause with a free kick here. In the box, far post. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, about a minute left. Everton fans in full voice here, unsurprisingly so. Another disappointing loss, this time at home. Sheer desperation at this stage here. Armstrong's in offside position. Ref looks at his watch. He's giving a foul to Everton. This will be it. This will be it. And there it is. It's ended. Southampton 1, Everton 2. That is a disappointing loss to take. As always, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. All right, see ya.